Hi, I'm Matt,
And I'm Ben.
and we're going to teach you about the role of hormones in animal reproduction.
How does the hormonal cycle begin?
Well, Ben, it begins when the hypothalamus secretes GnRH, or gonadotropin releasing hormone.
But Matt, what is GnRH?
Well, Ben, you see, GnRH is a hormone that directs the anterior pituitary to release the gonadotropins, which are two additional hormones.
Gonado what?
Gonadotropins. There are two gonadotropins, FSH, or follicle stimulating hormone, and LH, luteinizing hormone. In males, LH induces the release of testosterone, and FSH induces the production and maturation of sperm in the seminiferous tubules.
So what does FSH do again?
FSH targets nerve cells within seminiferous tubules. When stimulated by FSH in the presence of testosterone, the nerve cells house the production and early maturation of sperm. Hormonal factors also play a role in the release of inhibin, which feeds back on the anterior pituitary to regulate the release of FSH.
Isn't that negative feedback?
Oh my gosh, Ben. Yeah, boy, you're right.
You said there were two, right?
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about LH. What a shame that would have been. After the stimulation of GnRH, LH is released from the anterior pituitary into the circulation where it binds to interstitial cells in the testes. Interstitial cells are found next to the seminiferous tubules where sperm production occurs. Once
Testosterone
is circulating, it has a few effects on the body. For example, the maintenance of accessory glands and organs, creating male secondary sex characteristics, which determine increased muscle mass, increased facial hair, and the amount of fat tissue within the body. Testosterone also causes increased sex drive and the stimulation
of
bone growth.
But what about females?
Oh, yeah, females. Well, in females, reproduction is also controlled by FSH and LH. They stimulate ovulation, which is the production of eggs, and regulate the menstrual cycle. Once the egg has been released, the hormones progesterone and estradiol exert negative feedback on the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. This reduces the production of LH, preventing another egg from maturing immediately after the first one.
Here are some key terms.
First, we've got the hypothalamus. One of the most important functions of the hypothalamus is to link the nervous system to the endocrine system via the pituitary gland.
The anterior pituitary, along with the posterior lobe, makes up the pituitary gland. It regulates many bodily functions via hormones.
GnRH is sent by the hypothalamus to the anterior pituitary, where it causes the anterior pituitary to release the gonadotropins, which are FSH and LH.
Gonado what?
Gonadotropins. The gonadotropins are follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Nerve cells, also known as Sertoli cells, are a cell located in the testes which are part of the seminiferous tubules and help the production of sperm cells.
These column-like cells line the wall of the epithelium of the
seminiferous tubules.
In between the Sertoli cells are spermatogenic cells, which differentiate through meiosis to sperm cells. They secrete testes-determining factor, a binding protein, which increases the concentration of testosterone inside the
seminiferous tubules.
Inhibin is a gonadal hormone, which inhibits the secretion of FSH, which is an example of negative feedback.
Yeah, boy, it is. The interstitial cells also known as Leydig cells, are found next to the seminiferous tubules in the testicle. They produce testosterone in the presence of LH. That's all, folks.
Bye.
The end.
Adios.
Au revoir.
Peace.
Until we meet again.
Nah.